What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Brewskis with the Broskis. My name's Martin, one half of B Brothers Food, and we have with us Steve, the other half of B Brothers Food. Howdy, Steve.
Not too bad. Off for 11 days, so good.
Are you? Oh, nice for some. Can't believe that. That's so good. I mean, I was off for 6 days, but 11 days is better than 6, isn't it?
I know, and I liked when I messaged you earlier and you were whinging about it, and I'm like, is this guy for real?
Yeah, but still, wish I was off for 11 days though. It's just one of those things, isn't it? But yeah, it's good. Well, again, this is our second podcast episode now, and obviously we'll go live to Insta in just a few moments as well. Just wanted to introduce this one.
We've got a bit of a actual. It's not off the cuff this week. It's actually a schedule against it. So in a moment it'll be a review. I think we've got 2, so we'll start once we start the Instagram. That'll start, and we've also got Mark Quinn. He's head coach and owner of DC Presidents, coming on at about 8:15. So Coach Quinn will be on, and we'll discuss basically what it's like running an amateur sports club during a pandemic and what trials and tribulations that he has had to overcome to get basically us in training and things like that. So it should be quite good. Find out, because you always hear about people who's been furloughed and things like that, but we'll hear about a sports type thing and see what they've had to do during this pandemic as well. So that's on at 8:15 for about half an hour. And then it's just us talking shit for the last 15 to 45 minutes.
It is. But yeah, it's good. 1 second, big dog. The little man's wanting to ask something. What do you say?
How do you turn on your PlayStation?
Just turn the PlayStation button on the remote. Every time, without fail. Every time somebody wants to be in these videos.
Cry, baby.
Asking to play me PlayStation, and so he's got a couple hours.
Right, I'm going to launch the Instagram story, so we'll be on there now as well.
Cool. I'm actually looking forward to these drinks. Look decent, but we'll show them in just a few minutes' time as well when we get on Instagram as well. Just waiting for the big dog just to load that one in there so we can get on Instagram as well.
Good evening. Welcome to Brewskis with the Broskis. I'm B Brother Steve. We're just waiting for Marty to connect on. I believe that he is not doing it because I can see him on the other camera, absolutely sitting there doing nothing. Tonight we've got a couple of beers to review from the lovely people at Cameron. Okay, we've got Surf, and let's hope the other one's Turf. It's not, it's brown. Bowline. Well. Surf and Bowline, a bit of a nautical thing. So Marty's just come on there. He's just requested to join, so I'll just get it now. Waiting for him to come on. It looks like he's absolutely biffing it. There you go. He's on there. Welcome everyone who's joined already. Welcome. This is the Instagram one. So if you're watching on the podcast, just a little introduction on this one, so you don't.
Show us how to.
So you don't know. Think yourself what the fuck's going on with these two.
Right, so
there you go. We're all linked up now. We're all linked up, which is great.
All synced up.
Right, so I've shown the beers already, Marty. Right, why did you get these?
To be honest, I was announced there last Saturday, I think it was, after we did our episode, or maybe on Sunday when we were in there. We were just going through the beer aisles, looking at stuff to buy, just for some reviews. And I thought they looked all right, to be honest. On the end of the aisle, and the special when they get put on the end of the aisles, they were like, to give away. Who are you waving at?
People who's waving at us.
Oh. I was like, what's he doing? But yeah, the one that specialising, without giving the price away already, they were not too bad. So I was quite impressed. I think I did a bit of research of Cameron's as well. And I'd heard about them before. I'd seen them. Now, Cameron's actually a brewers from the northeast as well. So it's
yeah, they do. Don't they do, what's it called? Road something.
They've got a few different ones. These 2 types of beers here.
Is it like Iron Maiden?
Yeah. They've got a couple.
Pipe up to do an Iron Maiden Road Kill, is it? Or Road Rage, something like that.
I think it's something like that, yeah. They've got a few different, obviously, sets out now. And these ones here, these are part of the Anchor range.
That makes sense.
Well, they both having anchors on. There was 4. I know there's 4 of them to try, 4 or 5, but there was only these ones left in Amsterdam, so I was like, I'm going to get them in anyways, and then hopefully, if Cameron see this, they might want to help us out with the other ones, or we'll just keep trying
next week.
But obviously, they dropped us a follow. Obviously, once they seen that we're doing the video for them as well, and had a bit chat with them as well, and checked them out from then. So they said that they're willing to come on and do a video with us at one point as well. So it'd be nice if we can get them on as well. Maybe do one of their beers with them. The other 2 that we haven't tried, maybe with them at some point.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? We're in partnership with Siren Craft Beer as well, and I've just literally I haven't even tasted it, and we're in partnership with them. But I've went out and I've basically paid 60 quid's worth of beers coming during the week. Should be a good 11 days off then.
Definitely. That was started off well. We've got some beer there.
Oh, definitely.
But well, we'll show them the 2 beers that we've got for them there then. So this first one is called Surf Bohemian Lager. That's that one there. Decent looking little can. Obviously serves up and everything like that there. When we're saying it's a part of the Anchor series, obviously that's it there. Showing it's part of the Anchor there. And then the other one we have was a East Coast Pale Ale called Bowline. And again, snazzy looking. I don't know what the stuff on there is all about. Probably to do something with the name of the beer, but I don't know what that is.
Well, I don't know if you heard us before we came on. I saw the first one, I was like, oh, surf, and I went, what the second one's called? Turf. It wasn't.
But yeah, I was like I said, I'd heard about Camerons before. I'd seen them in Asda, them being on a North East Brew, and we do a bit of research on, well, maybe having out like North East Brewers, local beer companies as well. So was there when I seen them, I was like, I'm definitely having them now. So yes, so that was the reason I bought them. Some extra couple for us to have a look.
See, this is the thing. Like, I didn't know what the other Cameron's one was. Look at the camera, mate.
I was looking at you. Having the laptop behind, I was looking at you.
So this is once again why we need a young Jamie in here.
Yeah, definitely.
To find out.
Pissing us off here. Looks like I'm picking me nose, but I'm not. But get on, you were saying about the other one, the Camerons.
I'm just trying to find it here. I put Cameron then Road. And I came up with Road Crew, that's the one. It's an Iron Maiden song, I believe. I'm not really a massive fan of Iron Maiden, but I'm sure they've got a song called Road Crew or something, and it's one of them that they make. I'm sure they do one called Trooper as well. Or somebody does.
I'm not too sure. I haven't seen that one there, but we'll have to have a look once we get some more.
That's why we need young Jamie pull that shit up.
That's exactly why we need a young Jamie. I can't even find the mouse on the sensor pad now. It's gone. It's disappeared, that one. Forget about it. But yeah, we definitely need a young Jimmy. We need that apprentice, don't we? For someone who can come and do all
it's a non-paying apprenticeship.
The non-paying.
We're not getting paid. You're definitely not getting paid.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely it. We just need for that. Who just likes to come and have a bit crack with us. Like, young Jimmy's normally off the camera a lot of the time, so if we can get him just to come and sit in with us, help us out with the IT stuff.
That's all we need. Just come in, we'll not have your camera on the thing, and you just pop in every now and again. Yeah, it's a Road Crew.
I found it. Yeah, Jimmy, get out my video.
Jamie will just be the fucking the guy who looks for the facts of the shit that we're waffling, basically.
That's it. Yeah, definitely the fact of the waffler. We've got the waffle onto a tea, so we definitely need a young Jimmy just to verify the waffle.
That's it.
Cool. So yeah, so what were you saying? Obviously, in the intro, we've got obviously Coach Quinn coming on to discuss the American football that we both play as well.
But that will only be on the podcast, which will be on YouTube. Links in our profile. Coach Quinn won't be, unfortunately, on this beer review because he forgot about it, and he's only got, as he said himself, cheap shit from Aldi. So we're not drinking the Galahad.
It all drinks when you've got nothing else to drink and you need one.
I think we've still got stuff to drink. So.
Yeah, we've got some, and we don't have to be that cheap. But
That's it.
No, it's definitely. But yeah, Which one do you want to try first on these beers then?
Well, Surf's closest, so we're going with that.
Funny enough, it's closest to me as well. But yeah, so again, once more for you guys that's just joined in now or haven't seen it yet, this is when we're trying the first one from Cameron's called Surf's Bohemian Lager.
It's 4%, and it says it's a Surf is a crisp, clean, refreshing, 4% contemporary Bohemian style lager. Per 100 milliliters, and it is 34 calories per 100 milliliters, so only around about what 145, something like that.
Yeah, what was it? How big is the can?
440 milliliters.
Yeah, 440. Yeah, not too bad. It's about 160, isn't it?
Just smells like a lager.
Smells like a lager. It does indeed. You're not lying. Oh, I bet I can't get two good pours in a row because the one after the last week was a belter. So I'm going for another one. To be honest, it's not actually that bad. I'll tell you that. I'm going to show you now.
Oh, it's not as good as mine, though.
I think mine's a bit better, to be honest.
Bollocks! Here we go. You always gone on about whoever's got the smaller paws got the better one. Except when you get a fucking massive one for flaking it. Oh no, you meant to have the massive one for flaking.
Well, there you go. Look, it's better now. There you go.
Ah, you tipped it.
It just settled. I didn't. Well, I wouldn't tip it on the house in here. Christina Gambles, huh?
Are you taking a drink or are you having little sips?
Just having a taste now, see if I want the full can. Swill it around. Yeah, that'll do. That's alright, that.
I can't hear what you're saying, mate.
I don't know if it's got off, but I've seen that's alright. Tastes alright. Quite crisp. Can you hear us now?
It's yeah.
Yeah, good. Yours keeps freezing to be honest on your camera.
2 seconds.
So what was that?
I said 2 seconds.
Yeah, cool.
We're having a bit of technical difficulties here. How's that now?
Yeah, sounds alright now. It's decent. Yeah. Quite a crispy lager, that.
I'd say it would be.
I can't remember. That's probably why that word in my head did if it did.
I'll just be 2 seconds. I'm having a bit of technical difficulties here.
Look at that, man. Yeah, it's one job. Sort out the YouTube. Can't even do that properly. But yeah, it's a nice drink. I'll wait for the big dog to get back on before we discuss it. Otherwise, you just copy everything I see it. But nice drink. Again, if any of you guys know of any drinks that you'd like us to try, then obviously please feel free to pop them in the comments as well, and or drop us a DM and we'll have a look at the drinks for you there.
Sorry about that.
So,
I didn't hear an absolute word you said. I saw some stuff coming out of the other headphones, but that was about it. I was on the wrong Wi-Fi, sorry.
Well, oh, no nightmare.
Because I've been downstairs basically all week and my phone's onto the Wi-Fi down there, not upstairs.
Yeah.
So I just had to swap it to upstairs.
Fair enough. I was reading the comment there from the Govan Bowell, our friend Cheers, saying that mics are making such a big difference. So it seems like it's a good investment. Now can I get the comments about now? But yeah, just go back to the beers now if you want them. The lager at the top.
Yeah, it's very crisp. It's very refreshing, light. Lager's lager to me. That's the problem when it comes to lager. Unless it's like the key line where it had something extra in it. It's hard for me to judge it. I always go against Pab's Blue Ribbon. Is it better than Pab's Blue Ribbon? And
it's not better than Pab's,
but it's nice.
Yeah, but
I'll buy it again.
I was going to say we're not here to vote against Pab's because Pab's is obviously decent, isn't it? It's a big lager. It's a big brewery that's been going for you. It's gassy. I know we just said it's light, but it's getting the gas straight away. So I do apologise if you're picking that up on the audio, which is well. Yeah, it is nice and crisp. It is a refreshing drink, and it is quite nice. The only thing, obviously, it hasn't kept the head on the glass. It's just
It could be the glass itself, because this glass isn't really.
It's not the stem one, is it? You know what? I've got a couple. At Christmas time, I got the two. I think it was a bottle in the glass for like £2, £3 or something from Home Bargains. I only wanted them just for the glasses, and I got a couple of them, so I'll give you one of them next week to pour in as well. And we'll see.
Oh no, I'm getting that one from Siren.
Oh
the
yeah,
night roll one. Well, it's only really for lagers that this glass isn't good enough for. IPAs and that seems to be all right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing though, if you put like Foster's in the Carling glass, it doesn't keep its head or anything, does it?
Yeah. But to be honest, if you're drinking Foster's, you're not drinking it from a glass, it's straight from the can.
I know.
As it's intended.
What I mean is, like, if you're in a pub though and that Foster's or Carling's the only two options you've got.
Yeah.
No, you're drinking Foster's. What spirits have you got? Lamb's Navy Rum, I'll give it a go.
Well, we always laugh at Foster's and we always do take the piss out of it, but it's not a bad drink at the end of the day.
I remember when
sloggers out there.
When I first moved back to Sunderland, me and out with Darren, because he was on the Pat and Mick, we used to play footy manager all day, and we used to just go to Asda, and it was like £10 for 20 cans of Foster's, and we'd smash in 20 cans of Foster's.
Yeah.
Play football manager. That was the day.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember when I was like 15, 16, 17, and a crate of Foster's was like you said, like only £10 for a crate, and now it's like 20 odd quid and stuff. So
I think you missed out a little bit. Because when I was in the army, back when I was like 18, 19 years old, you would have been like 13, 12, 13. You used to go to the Asda and you used to get free crates for like 20 quid, free 24 slabs as well, not these little 12s.
Yeah.
And they used to Miller Pilsner in a silver can was absolutely the daddy.
I remember my nana used to always drink it as well, like in a little box, and she used to get it from like Quick Save and stuff like that.
I was. Well, they stopped brewing it in the UK. I think it was due to the fact that it was basically Miller Lite, which is in America, and this is like in the mid 2000s, and they didn't want to bring a light beer over to the UK because Coors Light and Bud Light wasn't about here back then. And let's be honest, back in the mid 2000s. Oh, there's one called Miller Lite. I'm not drinking a light beer.
Yeah, that's it, innit? I'm big I'm not having a light.
So what I got told, I don't know if it's true or not, is that they literally stopped making it because it was like marketing wise. We're having to make like 2 different marketing campaigns for one beer. So they just pulled it. But if you're watching, bring Miller Lite over. The Brits love light beer now.
Bring it back. Bring it back. We're good for it.
Because when I was in Vegas, New York, and LA, I was living on Miller Lite.
That's all you on that. After Christmas, that's all you on the Miller Lite, wasn't it?
I even pushed pubs to the side. Actually, I still had a few pubs. Me and Alex did buy about 5 cases, 3 Miller Lite and 2 pubs for Vegas. Got to the room, knee fridge.
No way. Oh my God, I don't think
we had 2 sinks. So we took a trip to the what's it called? The ice machine. In the sink.
Right in there. In there. It's fast what you want.
Alex is like, what we're going to do? I was like, do you leave it to me, mate? Can't empty that bin.
This is not my first rodeo. I've got this here.
Literally walking down with ice bucket, and Al's got the 2 bins in his arms, like this, and like we just took the bin bag out. Like some woman's like, what you doing, man? Fuck off. We're getting ice.
I've got to keep the beers going. I bet you she went to that trip afterwards though. After she's seen this, she was like, I'm having some of that.
Party boys, aren't they? That's it.
That's it. That's it.
People of certain age will get that. Others won't.
Well, when you were just talking about FC Footy Manager there, I seen Eddie's joined the group. Joined the conversation and watching us. I don't know if he still is. But I was talking to him about Football Manager last week, I think it was. And obviously, because we talked about. Has he Nash? Has he? Oh, bang. But
that's what happens when we got out of Europe.
That's it. All the Europeans were left us there. But sorry, my mum got just come in. I haven't sitting. I'm not kind of doing it on podcasting.
Is that Big Lee?
Oi, sausage!
He's giving
I
the
did,
oi. He wants to be a part of the Bohemian crew with me now. Just he kind of go a bit like us.
I don't want to grow on like
Well, you should have seen this before when you haven't. Oh, you still haven't seen his passport for him. Like, just quickly.
Nah. Oh, so coming back to didn't want to look like So somebody viewed our podcast off last week, right? And I was smoking a cigar, acting myself, right? I only get one night a week where I can act myself, and that was at a cigar. I had beers on the go, and somebody went, "You look really cool, Steve." And then Marty looked like he was making a jihadi video. All he needed was a flag in the background.
Oh, you know what? Like, because I've got no else to do with this. If I go and do it in my room, I'm sitting on my bed. I don't want to sit on my bed doing it. And then obviously in the sitting room, we're going to have all the noise from like Christina and the kids. So this is the only place I've got in the dining room.
Can you not on like what's it called? I'm sure on Zoom you can get like a background thing in. That look like in the Sahara Desert or something.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look for next time and see if I can put a background behind it. Make it look like I'm on the beach or something like that. There.
Oh, well, we wish, eh?
I know that definitely.
So from what I've been reading, that we might not be able to go abroad until summer 2022.
Really? Like, I know that they're looking at obviously extending this lockdown, aren't they, until March now, like, or they're not reviewing it until March 17th, which is when the kids are set to return back from the, is it like the Easter? Not the Easter, it's like the first half term of the year.
No, it would be Easter time, won't it?
Oh, I think Easter's April, isn't it?
Easter changes every year, mate.
I thought it was, I think
Easter's
it was
not a
in
state.
April, wasn't it?
No, Easter is not a set date.
Isn't it? I thought it was always in April. Oh. I have no idea. I should have an idea, but I just don't.
You should know better than anyone. 3 kids at school. You should know when the holidays are.
Christina does all that stuff that she does the time inside of that there.
Do you know what? I actually believe that. I bet you should got a timetable written out.
She needs to know the timetables.
You're just a fun dad, are you?
Yeah, definitely.
Who's disciplined? You or Christina?
Me.
Yeah, she couldn't discipline out, could she?
Well, the tattling not so man, they're literally just tattling me out of her, so when it comes to discipline, it's all me.
Well, I came to yours earlier to get the beers. I heard was, Emily, why have you done that? From upstairs, like, oh, go and sit in the living room with Ollie.
I don't know what they were doing upstairs, so.
Well, Emily wasn't doing something right. I know that much.
Not doing what she was supposed to be doing, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know what they were doing.
I'm actually quite liking that.
I think, yeah, 150 a can.
Is that it?
Like, I've drank it, I've got nothing left in the can. That's the last bit of it.
Do you know what? That is absolute. That's an R8 price. That.
I know. Like, we'll skip to the end of the price now. We'll do the end. We'll go reverse while we're talking about the price. So we'll review the price first, and I'd give that a 10. 150 for a 440 can. It's a good percentage.
I'd give it an 8.
An 8.
The reason being is, if you think about it, if you buy 4 cans of, I don't know, Coors Light or 4 cans of something, you look about. I always look between £4 and £5. 4 cans of this would be £6.
Yeah, never thought about that. Yeah, I'll retract that statement. I'm not giving it a 10. Sorry, but never thought of it like that.
But however, I don't know how much 1 can of Foster's will be or 1 can of Red Stripe will be. I don't know what that will be, but you always have vitamin 4s, don't you?
I think you know we do, yeah. I'll give it a 9. I'm going to stick with the 9 for it.
I'll give it an 8, which is a solid number, an 8.
So it gets an 8.5 for the price, which is a decent number.
A decent number.
We'd give a lot worse.
Oh.
But yeah, I enjoyed that. I've drank it all now. I've got no more lager. So yeah, I enjoyed that. I wish I knew what it tastes like because I'd have bought a couple more. Which is, I suppose, a good compliment for them because now I've got none of it left and I'm kind of gutted.
I've got about 10, but 9, 10, 14, 14 Bud Lights and about 4 IPAs in the fridge.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm saying I've not run out of beer. I've got enough to keep it. I've only got beer in this house.
2 kegs of Paulina in the West House.
I bet they're absolutely freezing in there as well.
I hope so. I walk in and it just exploded because of that kettle.
Slushies are what they're pouring out.
That's a dream, isn't it?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Like one of the first ever drinks I've had like that. I think it was a Coors Light when it was on tap in. What was the pub opposite point in town? I forgot what it's called. Where was the World Cup? No, the one next to it. Where was the World Cup in? No, man, next door to the Borough. In the alley where that kid got. No, Tonic's up the road. In the alley.
Oh no, Gatsby. Sorry.
Gatsby.
Sorry, my mistake.
I had the first ever.
At least I knew.
I know that. I completely forgot what it was called. I had the first ever.
Oh, Donald works there.
I know. I was trying to get something that I would remember. I was trying to say where we watched the World Cup in. But yeah, I had my first ever sushi Coors Light in there, and it was unreal. And then I was good when they took it out. Not like I go to town that often, but I was still good when they took it out.
Last time I was in town was with you. You got COVID.
When I got COVID,
On the cold.
No, it was definitely COVID. I've never had a cold like that in my life. Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah.
I see one of our followers there, Tom, was given plasma today as well, wasn't he? You can see on his story.
Butcherson.
Yeah, Tom,
No, I never saw.
Barbecue Tom.
Well, if you watch it, it guns off, so I didn't get to see it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I commented on the reply to my story, so I thought you might have seen when the message popped through because you replied as well.
To be honest with you, mate, I had a different watch on today, so I only never really know. If my phone's in my pocket, I didn't really feel the vibrations. I just get through my watch, but I didn't get anything through my watch because it was at home. I had this bad boy on. Let me just get my watches out.
What? 1 second. Christina. What? I think it's Steve's.
Why would he have it? Why would you have Steve's container?
When he bought the cake oven stuff before.
Really?
The pink one.
Cake in that?
Oh, no, that's why when we bought that from B&M.
What for? When?
Before, when we're doing like packing soups and stuff into work and stuff. Christina.
This one?
That's Steve's, the one with the red lid on, the Tupperware box with the red lid.
Where's the circle thing with the
You still got me shoes?
No. I'll give you them shoes back. What are you talking about?
Literally bought a pair of shoes and I wore them once for the races and Marty's wore them twice and he's had them for about a year.
But last year,
Who's you were lasses? You've got them for you were lasses when she finished uni?
I graduated.
How long ago was that?
September 19.
So I had this bad boy on today.
That's smart, that, isn't it? Nice. Can we get it from?
It's a company called Movement, MVMT. I got this one as well. It's got a stone leather.
Nice.
We're about £100 for a watch. It's quite good because it's like good quality as well. So I was rocking that, so my iWatch was at home. So
it's only a watch I wear, really. Is me like my iWatch.
Well, it's because this one needed to go on charge, and I knew that we were doing this tonight, so I put it on charge. And then I went out, and I was out for a few hours. So I like to have a watch on.
Yeah.
Because your arm feels. I never used to wear a watch until I got this Apple Watch, and now I need to wear a watch.
I see.
My arm feels naked without it.
I never used to wear one until about a year before I got this one because I had just a Fitbit. I mean, about 18 months I had a Fitbit for. And then when work started doing the Apple Watches and stuff, like I'm going to get one, and I did. But these are the only 2 watches I've worn for like the last 5 years now. I've not gone back to any other watch. And
right, so go ahead.
I was going to say I couldn't imagine not wearing a watch now because it's mad when you haven't got a watch on. You feel lost without it.
Right, so we're getting to the halfway point of this now. So what we'll do is we'll rate surf.
Yeah, cool.
Because I'm doing this, I need to really write it down. Let's see if I've got a notepad on this computer.
That's it. That's what I was thinking about doing earlier. I was thinking if I'm going to have to review them, then I'll have to do a notepad.
Right. So, can, what we're going to give the can?
Well, I think the can itself, it's a good little can. It's quite clear to what it's called. It gives you a good image of the can itself.
I like
think
the
it's a nice can
paint picture.
Yeah,
I like
think
the picture.
It's quite a swart picture.
It looks like something you were getting like a 1980s sports bar.
Yeah, it's decent, isn't it? Like just nostalgic, hanging on the wall. I think they did all right with these cans, all having the white can with the white stickers on them. Obviously, when it comes to stickers on cans, we're quite a stickler for that. But when it's done right, like this, it looks all right. I'd give it a 9 for the can. I think it's quite a simple can, quite a simple looking can, but I think they've
done good.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So just so simplicity, when it's done right, is good. I'd give that a 9 for the can.
I'll give it a 9 as well, mate. I'll
agree.
I'll meet you on that one. So 9's around for that one.
Yeah.
The pour got its head. Didn't really keep it, but that could be due with the glass we're using. But still tasted nice throughout. So although it never kept its head, it kept. If you shook it, it fizzed back up again, so it wasn't dead, it wasn't flat. I'll give it a 8.5 for the pour.
Yeah, I'd agree. 8.5 is a good score for that. Sorry, I keep playing. I know I keep saying, but I keep playing my nose ring and it keeps going down.
Because it looks shit.
You kind of see it. It's fine, but you might just be able to see a bit hanging out, which looks like a snot at times, but it's not a snot.
The taste.
Taste. Again, generic lagers type of taste. I'm looking at the can while I'm thinking about it there, but it's quite a refreshing drink as well. It was quite refreshing for being a lager. It was very crisp. I think it was a really nice drink. 8.5. I think it's a good score.
I'm going to go 7.5, so we'll split it down the middle with an 8.
An 8, yeah. Cool. And then obviously, like I said, I give it a 9 for the price. 8.5.
We went for, and I gave it,
You give it an
8.5 overall.
Right, 8.5, yeah. So what's that? 9, 8.5, 8.5. 8.5 in it. It's
9, 8.5, 8.5, 8. Yeah, 9. 8.5 out of 10 overall.
To be honest, for our first try of Cameron's, 8.5 of lager, it's pretty decent. Not a bad start for Cameron's.
No, want the ball line.
Yeah. What are you doing with Mike? Come on, tell us what you're doing. See you later, man. Oh, I know it.
Big box of biscuits.
Oh, I know it.
See you later.
Hello, we can all hear it.
Mum, we can all hear you now. It's getting
Tell her the world can hear her talking about foxes and biscuits.
Did you hear what he said there?
I heard mumbling.
Oh, good, you didn't want to hear what he said. It's fine. The world doesn't want to hear.
Yeah, like
the world doesn't want to hear what he says.
Good.
Huh?
Now they're trying to whisper to you, rather.
No, Christine was trying to whisper to us there. No, my dad just gone now, so yeah. Well, obviously, my mum's been there. My Polly is moving down to where Dunham used to be. So tomorrow, they're getting like all the stock empty. So my dad went at the spent like 100 quid on sweets and pop and crisps and biscuits. Like I think it was like 25 bences, 50 bences and stuff. Like just filled trolleys. I mean, he's a diabetic, so he's got to fucking kill himself. I haven't got no left in. I haven't killed him.
He's bought shares in B&M.
He's a fucking diabetic, isn't he? Having all this pop and sweets.
Why the moving to Dunelm?
They're storing it. Like, do you ever go in Dunelm when I was there?
I hated Dunelm. It just looks like it looked like someone just put loads of furniture in there, flung a grenade and let it gun off, and just where it landed, that's where it was.
I think it's because they've moved down to Dunelm because they've got the upstairs, and they're having that as furniture, outdoors. So they're gonna have like plants. Oh shit! They're gonna have, see you later. They're gonna have plants and stuff upstairs. Like it's gonna be like an outdoor.
As I said, I'm balancing on my charger here, so.
I need to get rid of these comments here.
Just swipe it down, man.
That's gone now. That's fine. But yeah, so that's where they're moving. I think they're moving down the end of this week, so I'm just trying to clear all the stock from that store.
It's gone to B&M today on that side against it. Just got cockles and mussels and that in
Oh, no way.
so it don't be. We got any charcoal in there for barbecue? Text you more if they have. Tell to put a few bags away. Otherwise, we're not having this. Otherwise, we're not having smoked pulled pork sandwiches on Thursday. So it's in your interest, really, Marty.
Yeah, definitely, isn't it? Yeah. No, definitely. Well, yeah. So just go back to obviously to finish off surf before we move on to the next one. I think it was like I said, an all-round good drink for lager wise, and our first drink of Cameron's didn't let us down. 8.5 is the great score.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. And
now want a bowline.
Yeah, bowline. This one here.
The nuts.
Oh, fucking hell, that's shite, that. That is shocking, that. Jesus Christ. You think you would have done it was too, not with them jokes out? That is absolutely awful. That's a huge. That was an absolutely terrible joke. But
no, I don't. I think the can looks alright, to be honest.
Yeah. Smells like a traditional IPA. With that there.
Where do you want these? Or do you want to put them in?
Nice. Let's see how this one goes. Let's see what the pour's like on this one.
Well, you will also want me Tupperware tub back.
Just trying to give it me mind there.
She would. Trying to get you to keep hold of me shoes and all, aren't you?
I'm going to show you this one here because that's a decent pour. That's before cans. Have a look. The good. No, mine's better than yours. It is. My pour looks better than yours there.
You know what it is, Marty, right? You're like me, brother. You know, I always tells you outside. you little catchphrases. Mine's better pour. You could have that much head on it, right? Half a head, and you'd be like, yeah, better pour, mate.
Nah, I agree. Yours was the better pour than the first one, but I think mine looked better that time round. You know what? I only had a little sip there.
Nice, isn't it?
That's a nice drink, yeah. I was trying to get that drink, that mouthful finished before I said, but yeah, I sipped like the little bit off the top, and I was like, tastes all right, that, and then I had a good drink there.
So this is what it's a 4.4, and they say it's a classic East Coast pale ale, a good solid malt bill or pale ale. Torrefied wheat and flaked oats give the beer a great body and mouthful. The aroma and taste of stone and tropical fruits is evident on the hop forward beer, which has been late and dry hop with both Amarillo and El Dorado. Don't know what that means.
It's just obviously the way it's brewed in it with them, but I think that's a really nice tasting drink.
It is. Just moved me here. John
Yeah.
Wick here.
Yeah, I can
Was
see
down
you.
here, so like-
Again, yeah. Give us the L'Oreal flick.
Oh, mate.
Somebody slow more that one for us, will you? Yeah, but that's a really nice drink, that. I can tell you now, before I even drank it all, I've got one of them as well. When I go back to ours
this
there,
one over the other one.
yeah, IPAs wise, I think I've obviously drank more of them over the past 12 months than I have lagers, so obviously turning the head a little bit to them, but
The only lagers I've really drank this year is Budweiser, Bud Light, and Coors Light. Coors Light's out of action now. I can't get it anywhere.
I've never seen it. Well, to be honest, I've seen it in Tesco's when I've been there the past 2 weeks. I've seen Coors Light in there.
Yeah, but there's only the 4-pack of cans, isn't it? I'm talking about like the 12.
No crates, like 12, 24 crates in Tesco's.
Is it bottles or cans?
Bottles.
I prefer the can.
I like drinking from the bottles, to be honest. I like the bottles more.
I'm a can man. Pennywell, Anna.
That's it. Mine's bottles so I can fling them off the police cars as they fly past.
What, so you can put a bit of petrol in them?
Wait, as if away from Southwick, as if we've got money to waste on petrol.
See, I think it's my cheapskateness coming in. It's the way I see it is you get more in a can. So if you're getting 12 cans or you're getting 12 bottles, I've gone for the cans.
Yeah. I still like the
because if push comes to shove, you can put 3 cans is basically about 2 pints. So if you take 3 cans out, you can get 2 pints out of them, can't you?
Yeah. I hear
Pour
where
them
you
in a
come from.
glass.
I hear where you come from, but that's still.
But sometimes a bottle I can like that. And I'm like, oh, fuck, it's gone.
I know that's the one thing. Like, if you have a good drink out of the bottle, like there's hardly any left. It's like you need another one now. Sitting it on you when you've got a bottle.
Aye, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, I was in Aldi earlier and I was getting me shopping, and the guy, he was called Connor, he goes, lemons. I see the limes, mate, but where's the Corona? I was like, I'm on a diet, mate. I was like, go cook up IPAs for tonight. He's like, well, what are you getting limes for? I went, well, it goes really nice with vodka and lemonade. So you can shove your fucking Corona up your ass.
Yeah, Connor, you little shit. Stop giving it a dig in. Oh, no.
With your little shitty Corona when I'm on the fucking vodka.
That's funny, that. What would you give the... What did we have a look at the can? Did we review the can?
Yeah, we reviewed the can. Both liked it. Very minimalistic. It's quite a little decent artwork. Inspired by Camel's Coastal Heritage with artwork designed by Sharpie artist Travis Moore. So shout out to Big Trav.
I've not seen his artwork, but I might have to have a look after this.
Might get a print for the back wall, Marty. That looked nice behind you, a bit of on the back of the wall there, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm in the corner here, so it'll have to be like a corner piece. If I sat just normally, like straight, you'd probably get the clock in the background, so it wouldn't look like all jihadi style.
As I said, you look like either jihadi or you look like you're from The Office, like doing the interview and they've got them in the room next to the window or something. Yeah, so
well, I might
doing.
I might get Travis to come in here and do a bit of artwork on the back wall here there.
Aye.
Put a window in there. See what he wants to do.
Just got nuts, Travis.
Hey, Travis, here's your shop. I've got about 600 of them in the house. Campers there.
None of them work because the kids have left the lids of all of them.
I seen a great meme last night. The photo on social media. It said, a parent's biggest nightmare. And it was just a single Sharpie lid. And I was like, that's so fucking true. Because you think, where the fuck's his pen? What have they done with the pen?
That's true. I don't have that worry.
You don't have that feeling, but it's a nightmare. It's all
like I came into your house tonight. What's the first thing I done?
Picked up one hat that was on the floor. On his hat.
In the middle of the floor. Well, just like in a corner or something. It was like literally at the bottom of the stairs in the middle of the floor.
I know they're just coming from the beach like about 10 minutes before you got in. And Ollie was soaking because the storm that was what came out of nowhere. So they got absolutely drenched. So his coat was on the radiators. His clothes were maybe on the table because I flung them on the floor because I picked them up. And then he flung his hat. And he flung his hat on the floor. And then bailed somewhere.
Aye, in the living room. What building? Whatever it's called.
Roblox, wasn't it? He was watching their people play games and then Roblox.
I don't know. He made sure I knew that he weren't playing it. As I can tell, Ollie, you've got the TV remote in your hand and the control pad. I know you're not playing it, mate. I tell you, man, I literally thought I was going to have to waterboard Ollie to get some stuff out of him.
Oh, when he's watching the telly, man, like, he's the world's worst person to try and talk to. He'll never give you no focus. You can talk to him, you can say, Oz, I've got £1 million here for you. Ollie, I've got this for you, I've got this for you. And he'll be like, and then
I bet you I know one thing that can snap him out of it. Ollie is a kebab.
Ollie doesn't like kebab. If it was Emily on the other hand, Emily would say aye.
Oh. Are you sure he's your kid?
Well, I mean, he does like it, but he's like, Emily will be the first to it more than anybody else.
She's just trout out, just open up and just like the whole carton in one go.
That's it. Have you seen that video when that kid is pissed and he's eating the kebab through the carton?
Aye.
That would be ends.
Do you know what? I can't wait until the pubs open and me and Brett's in that state. Because I think the first weekend is going to be me and the big man out.
You're going to actually have your bus passed and everything by then, aren't you? By the way this is gone, we're not getting any pubs open this year.
Cheeky cunt. That's fucking 30 years away.
Well, the way Corona is. Did you not see the meme I put on Insta today on the story?
Oh, yeah. 2019 BC.
Yeah. Before COVID.
You know what? Like, I come back from America and I had no idea that COVID was even happening. That's how I went to America for 3 weeks, came back, and you heard about coronavirus when I went to work. I'm like, the fucking years on it, man.
Oh, it's fucking. I can just see that Skinny Lager just joined and waved at us. So big up Skinny Lager. We've obviously got a beer to promote for you guys. Maybe next week. We'll probably get that film next week. To review, and we'll get that put obviously on Insta and YouTube and for the podcast as well. We definitely need to do that. I've had it in the house for about a week now.
Yeah, you got a glass off them, didn't you?
Yeah, we got sent a pack of 10 beers, 2 glasses, and a placemat and a bottle opener. And like a
I'll take
little
a bottle opener. You can have the placemat.
It's not happening. You've got a good bottle opener. I haven't got a good bottle opener.
What do you mean?
Steve the Legend, isn't it? But
You're the man, the myth.
That's it. Well, I'd seen Skinny Lager about before, and I'd seen like the bottle openers and stuff and the glass, and I thought,
we've had it before. We reviewed it, didn't we?
That's it. Yeah, I thought they were really smart. So when they sent us out these now, like I said, we'll do another review for them again, then show them what it's all about. And yeah, I think the glasses are proper smart from them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
So, back to bore line.
Cameron's bore line.
So, for the can, I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'd be.
It's not as good as Surf.
It's not, but it's not a million
still
miles
good.
off. Yeah, I think, like I said, I was supposed to say it'd be a bit injustice to give it a 9 as we give Surf, but bore lines, it's like I said, simplicity done right, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd give it an 8.5. I would agree on that one as well. Pour of the drink itself.
8.5.
Yeah, I was going to say the original pour was all right, but as you can see now, I'm like halfway down and there's nothing there, even like giving a little bit of a shake rattle and roll.
Yeah.
Doesn't really bring much back up to it. But again,
7.
could be our glass that we're using for them.
Nah, I'm going to give it a 7.
I was going to say we've drank IPAs for fun now. We've reviewed them in. They haven't dropped out as much as what this has.
No.
So yeah.
Well, it's an East Coast Pale Ale, not an IPA.
I think the taste. I know I don't want to skip past the pour.
The pour, I'm going to give it a 7. What are you going to give it for the pour?
I'd give it a 7.5, but obviously saying that, I know it'll drop to a 7 overall. But I think the pour, 7.5 for the pour. So overall, I get a 7 on the pour. Which, like I said, just for the fact that it's got nothing left of it as it's dropped down, even given a little.
I was going to give it a high score, and then you told us that you can see. If you have a look at it, there's not a bubble in there.
I think there's a couple on mine, but I don't know. Oh yeah, it's got a couple in there. You see them bubbling away just slightly in the bottom. But I think a few more bubbles now would have made it a little bit better. But again, it could be the glass, but because we haven't got another glass to try it against. Yeah, 7.5 for me. But that's fine. So again, 7 for the pour. Taste.
I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah, I would agree. An 8 for the taste. Nice. Like I said.
And the price, I'm going to give this a 10.
You give it a 10.
Is it £1.50?
Yeah.
For £1.50, 440 milliliter, it's got to be a 10.
Yeah, I'll agree. It's obviously a high percentage in the lager, so you're getting more bang for your buck.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an IPA as well, like an East Coast
IPA. So overall, we've got 7, 10, 8.5, 8. Should we say 8.5 for overall?
Yeah, agree.
So Cameron, You've done 8.5 and 8.5, would you believe?
Well, both these two here, Cameron, if you do get to watch this, or you do have a
I've
look.
only got one because I scrunched one up.
I've got them both still. So we've got Cameron's Surf Lager, Bohemian Lager that is. And then we've got Cameron's East Coast Pale Ale, 8.5 Bowline East Coast Pale Ale. Scores 2 very good, respectable 8.5 beers out of 10 on the beerometer.
That's a good
Not
score.
bad. Not a bad score for the first attempt for Cameron's. Like I said, I'd be interested to see what the other two is like because I'm sure there was 2 of them in the anchor range.
What we should do is, once it's the anniversary of our first ever Brewskis or Broskis, do our top 10, like not review a beer, just drink, and then like our top 10 of what we've reviewed. Or I think that there could be a couple of arguments in that.
You gone again?
I'm not terrible.
Yeah, it'll be a good little debate going on, and a good little drinking session that for them. But yeah, that'll be an interesting thing. I know obviously got a good probably 6 months left to go before that is the case. But I can't remember when we did our first one.
I think it was about April, May time, wasn't it, when we were in lockdown?
Nah, it wasn't that. It was.
No, I'm sure it was around there.
You reckon? I thought it was a bit later on in the year.
No, because we couldn't go to review restaurants, so we needed something, so we done the Brewskis.
Yeah. I honestly thought it was a bit later on in the year, so that could be wrong. Probably some wrong. But yeah, well, we'll have normally the case. we'll have a little look after. Obviously, we did this all tonight there as well, and we'll get on there. But yeah, I'm quite interested in 2 from Cameron. But let's go to the fact that would you buy that again? Would you buy Cameron's again on the basis of these 2?
Yes.
I think that was an easy yes on it, to be honest. So, I think why the fuck keep pausing for me? But let's
honestly, I think that Cameron is selling himself short with that price.
I agree.
Especially for the IPA, because IPAs, that can easily go £2.50 easily.
Yeah, of course you can. I wonder if it's a case that it was only that while it was on the special in Asda. I'd like to see maybe what the price is like. Maybe if you check out the website. Oh, with them, actually, mouse has all come back. It was now. It was never working before. Have a little Google of Cameron to see if I can see what the price is normally. I'm probably going to look like a right doing here.
Always do.
Why change it?
Exactly.
Why is that not working? Why am I not typing here? I've got any type. Can I type?
The website, mate.
Why the fuck is that not typing? At least I can still click and stuff, but I'm just kind of type at the minute. What's the price showing for Cameron's?
I'm just on the online site now. I'm sure Cameron's is quite a decent price because I'm not in East Coast. I think Road Crew.
Yeah.
£3 a pint it is. And they have it on literally like Graham said, like it's just stays on. It's like it's got its on place.
Mm-hmm. There's Coach Quinn joining the Zoom. A little bit premature. I don't know what. I think that's the stories of his life. His missus was seeing one out there.
Hey,
on actual Cameron's website, it's £2.50.
On £2.50. So what's it all right there? Quinny 1 second because we're still on Insta, so it's hard to hear what you're saying. But we'll put these on. For you guys, obviously just can hear us. You can't see obviously Coach Quinn in on our Insta as well. He has just joined our Zoom.
Right. That's it.
Boy, do you want to wrap this one up on Insta then, so we can just jump on here? So we're not.
Yeah.
I'll just sit and be quiet.
Rest on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you go off, you talk to Coach Quinn on our podcast, and I'll finish this bit off on here, right, mate?
Cool. Well, again, I just want to say just before I do jump out and bail, for all of you that's joined in and watch us live on Insta now, thank you very much. We really do appreciate it. whether you're going to watch it in your own time. To obviously people that do support us on this, things like Skinny Lager, Cameron's, our sponsors that we have partnerships with as well, Cyan, all those that obviously like the beers. We really do appreciate you helping us out there as well. So from my side, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Marty out. All you, Steve. There we go. So that was
No
me
getting rid of that donut. He can still hear us
and I
on
was
the
going to say,
other one.
he's got to remember I can still hear him as well.
But I can't hear him, so he can say what he wants. Thank you for tuning in to Brewski the Broskis on Instagram TV. Today was Cameron, so highly recommended and a very, very nice drink, both of them. If you see them in the shops, go and get them. £1.50 a can in Asda. Can't go wrong with it. It's a really good price for IPA. But that is this one wrapped up. So this was episode 15, I believe, of Brewskis or the Broskis.
He's so long with that episode.
Or 14, like, one of the other. Marty's shaking his head on the podcast. So
it's like 23.
23?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we've done more than I expected.
Fucking 14.
I can't believe you listened to us for this long. But anyway, thank you for joining us today. You have a lovely day. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday. And if you just get onto the subscription on YouTube, take the rest of the interview, Coach Quinn, talking about how running a sports team during the pandemic has occurred with him. But thank you for your time then. You have a good night. Steve out.
How you doing, Coach Quinn? Are you all right?
Aye, spot on, you, mate.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Just taking over.
I need some sports, mate. I need some sports.
No, mate, I was talking to somebody on the phone earlier at work. And I was just saying, like, not having any sport, not being able to do nothing, not being playing football, not being playing mountain football, nothing.
Our team won on FIFA.
Get up there, give it some. All right, see you later. Sorry, Quinny, a little bit.
No, wait.
He's playing FIFA just there, so I think he's going to come out going, our team. Like, I didn't know we had a team. I didn't know I was playing. He just come out and our team was like, what we played? What was happening? But yeah,
Mint.
But yeah, definitely need some sports back.
Oh, mate, I'm too laddie. I'm sick of being in the house, and I get out twice a day. I do a contract run with a wheelchair bus.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I've gotten the vaccine already.
Yeah.
Which one did you go for?
I didn't have a choice. I just had to go.
They looked at you and give him the one from Middlesbrough.
Yeah, no, I got the Oxford vaccine.
English.
So, fucking hell, mate. I'm telling you, it's a bit weird afterwards, like, but not to worry. I'm getting it, and I get the next one the 7th of April.
Is it not just the 12 cans of Galahad you had after you taken it? Like?
Mate, I haven't got the Galahad. I'm a bit posher than that. I couldn't drink Galahad as piss water.
Oh,
I got to tell you, it's just like Foster's.
It actually is. I like Foster's, but I don't like Galahad. So.
I'm going to be quiet for a couple of minutes while I just do this thing on Instagram, and then I'll be back with you. So you just want to idly chit chat between you.
No worries, mate.
No, worse because we've got to get, when we do it on Insta, we have to get the review put on within about 5-10 minutes. So last time we did a video, it was like 55 minutes long before, and it was a really nice drink. And we were chatting like just on the phone afterwards, like even though we just spent an hour on the phone with each other, like we'd rang up and like just rang us just to talk about the beer, and when we went back to it, it wasn't out there. And so just writing the full thing out, I was like reset. I was like, what the fuck has just gone on here? I was fuming. I was like, what has gone on? I'm out on the back. I was like, and I was just got on the phone after like an hour and a half now, but we've got no video. It's just
nightmare.
So the video review after it's been live has to be wrote in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You get any chance of it. Devastating.
Of course.
It was like an hour and a half. Well, an hour. I was like, we just weren't gonna get back. It was a complete waste of an hour. But so we just had
how many viewers do you get then?
I mean, when we go live on Insta, it can depend. Like, I don't think we've hit any more than 10 viewers at one point.
Gary Parkin's a regular viewer, and he's on for the whole time. Gary loves it. But I think it's just the fact that it's just on Insta, so it's only really our followers that see it normally until it goes live on the IGTV. But views-wise, a couple hundred views, like 200-300 views on videos.
Nice.
The views do all right. It gets put out there once it's on the IGTV.
We've got to get this linked up to the DC website, and that's getting built at the minute. We'll have to get this built into that and share it with all our, because we have a lot of followers and friends over the years. So if we can get that, built in the website as a link, that would help you guys out, wouldn't it?
It would definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
I suppose we always say any exposure, whether it's good or bad, we take that there, still put us out there. But yeah, definitely anything that will really help us out and, like I said, get us moving in the right direction as well is always good there. But as I was just saying, as I was wrapping up the video from my side, just on IGTV there, we have beer companies who send us beer as well. So review the beers for them. I don't know if you're. I don't think you're on Insta. You're not on Insta, are you?
I am, but I haven't got a fucking clue.
I don't think I've ever seen you on there.
No.
But yeah,
probably just perving.
What do you think we do?
Well,
let's have a look.
I'm pretty sure when Marty Perv's on Women on Bean Brothers Food, he blames me for it. Oh, it must have been Steve.
Well, it has to be Steve done that. So it was all Steve.
Oh shit! I need to put something on there, didn't I?
There he goes, get that cigar out.
I'm on Instagram, aye. And there you are, Beta Brothers, aye.
So I missed the first bit of the episode of this interview. So, Coach Quinn, it is really nice to see you. I don't think I'd ever thought I'd say that when words come out of my mouth.
Aye, evening, gentlemen. Aye.
So just a little bit background on Coach Quinn. He has played for DC Present since the late 80s, is it?
Mid
80s.
Mid 80s, a junior player, yeah.
And now he is head coach, owner.
No, not owner no more.
Oh, that's news to us then.
It's a PLC now. We are a PLC company.
Oh, there you go. And so are you a majority shareholder?
No, it's equal shares.
All right. So he's a co-owner. Let's start again. Coach Quinn is head coach, co-owner, all-round bastard when it comes to training because he's always got you doing some stuff that you hate.
Oh yes.
But yeah, Coach Quinn, thank you for joining us.
No problem.
Is our first ever guest on the podcast?
First guest
on the podcast,
yeah.
Oh, very good. I
mean,
we have to get we start from the bottom, didn't you?
Yeah, true.
Got to get the feeders in, haven't you?
I remember that.
The reason why wanted you on there, Coach Quinn, I'll always call you Coach Quinn because if I call you Mark or Quinny, then I call you a trainer, I get beasted. So Quinn all the time. So the reason why we've got you on is because everyone hears about furlough, people work and things like during the pandemic, but no one ever hears about the part of your life is DC Presence American football team. We want to try to get out there and expose what you've had to do to adapt in these times to get people training and things like that, and the hardships that it's brought with it as well. Really, to be honest.
Well, you know yourself when we had the groups, the bubbles of 6, which was quite hard to sort out. We compromised. We got round up. We'd done the groups of 6, and we had all the temperature taken and blah 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 because of COVID. We sorted it all out, and it was an experience for the club in itself, which was quite hard to sort out and blah blah blah. We came round that, and we moved forward as a club. As you know, we are a club up on the rise. And we had a lot of new members joined in COVID, which was quite
surprise, that isn't it?
I wouldn't say it funny, but it's we had more members joining COVID than we have in the last previous years, which was queer, but it's to our benefit as a club.
I think you can probably put that down to as well, being in lockdown, not being able to work. People want to get out. People want to maybe try something different to see if they like it. In that case, where it's not something to do on the norm as well. Like,
Yeah.
me personally, myself, I know I've only been with the club, like 18 months, if that.
Yeah.
But I'd never thought about playing American football. I'd watch bits and bobs like now and again. I never thought about playing it until obviously Steve started coming to train with us as well, like with you before me, obviously.
Yeah.
And then he spoke about it, and I thought I just came down just why we had no game on the footy on a Sunday in the morning, and then I was like, I remember telling Steve asking us in the car, like, well, come on, like, how did you feel? Like, I enjoyed it. I think like it was all right. I don't think it was until I got home or maybe a couple of days later, I sat and actually was speaking to my wife about it, and I was like, you know what, that was fucking mint. I got hit off the who's twice the sizes. I bounced. I got back. I was like, I'm not broken in half. I'm actually all right here. I can run it out again. Yeah. And it was really good. Now I remember like being buzzing a couple of days later of something that I tried for the first time, like a couple of days prior. And again, for that first experience for somebody that hasn't done it, I never even thought about it. I knew no positions or nothing about it. To go and play, like I said, so people must have had that same ideas what I had, like, oh, we'll go try something different while I've got nothing else to do.
To be fair, there's a lot of people coming to the sport who are like, they like the NFL, but they watch it in their own home.
Yeah, same thing.
And you know, and if they get in touch with us and they speak to us and we have a bit chit chat and we bring them down and have a bit talk with them and just see what position do you fancy. A lot of people always think of being Aaron Rodgers, Dan Marino, blah blah blah, but you've got to look at the size, the age, blah, and we always find a position. Doesn't matter if you're this big, that small, this wide. There's always room in American football for anybody to join. Of
course, it's like I remember seeing not so long ago, maybe about 8, 9, 10 weeks ago, was saying it was a meme on, it might be on Facebook or something like that, said, look, this is why I love American football. And you had somebody like the size and built like if Derek Henry, he's a monster.
He's a monster hit.
I know that. And then you had the kicker. I can't remember the team where he's got the specs on and you can see his glades.
Oh, yeah.
Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, that's it. The
Blenkinsop.
And like,
Blenkinsop from Georgia.
He's around 3 stone, dripping wet. But he's a professional athlete that played the same sport, and you'll never get that anywhere else.
No, you wouldn't. No.
Pushing back there when Coach Quinn talked about dashing dreams, basically. I went in there as a stud wide receiver and I got shoved straight on the O-line.
Can you imagine Big Hops doing the fucking 60 yards down the line once and catching that ball?
I tell you what, got good hands.
That 60 yard dash was over 3 hours though.
That's it. What was it, combined for the 40 yards? Still counting.
All right, lads, settle down. I'm quick on me toes, me, lads. Don't worry about
me. You are, mate.
Even, isn't it?
Hey, I'm the one who gets pulled for the blocks on the outside.
Won't tell nobody.
I
play left guard.
Don't tell anybody. Shut up, man.
But yeah, it's like I said, it was like you said there, it's crazy the fact that you've had so many people join the club over the course of the lockdowns that we've had. But again, it's only beneficial for us as a club as well.
It is, yeah. It is, yeah.
Definitely.
So obviously, hopefully when we get through this COVID, eventually, we'll come back strong as a club and hopefully make the league and rise from the ashes of kind of thing. So
be decent, wouldn't it?
Well, that's it.
Oh, yes.
We were out doing training during the lockdown, as he said, as much as you can do, because me being offensive lineman, you need that other person, the other side of you, because you just can't. You can get the technique and everything, but until some big bastard comes and engages you, you just don't know what it's like.
That's the word, yep.
And that's been the hardest thing for me, because my technique, my footwork, and my handwork is good, but it's just like Joel coming around the outside. Am I going to be able to be quick enough to get it? That's the problem. And until you can actually engage them properly, for me, that's been my biggest problem during COVID. Is I think that the linebackers, offensive line and D line are the ones that's being hit the most, because we can't get our hands on, really. Yeah,
exactly. There's no touch, is there? So where the rest of the positions are skilled. I'm not saying skilled.
No, but they are skilled positions.
Yes. So is O-line, and I'll promise you that because I played there. So but they can do more training, if you know what I mean, compared to what the line does. So yeah.
But it's at least we were able to get out there, and although it has been, as we said, it's not been the greatest, and we still got out there and we still done it. What else? So obviously we've had to adapt where we couldn't use our home field and things like that. Is there any news on what we might be looking at when we could get back there if everything gets reopened again?
As soon as Boris says we can go back to training, we are back at Chelsea Street. We have all the health and safety procedures all set in place. Risk assessments. We are good to go at Chelsea Street. We have invested a lot of money through lockdown in training equipment and some other surprise equipment when the club get back to training.
Not a big tire, is it?
No, I've still got them.
He's not dishing them out.
I've still got them. I've got big kegs, tires, sandbags. We have some big announcements, some nice announcements, which will surprise everybody at the club. But we will not announce all these surprises till we are actually back as a club at training.
Is that when I'm getting me polo that I paid for about a year ago as well?
Mate, I've still got that in the car.
I think Quinny's still there stitching it, isn't he?
Aye.
He's knitted away, isn't he? I've got the bottom trim of it.
I've still got yours, mate. Aye. I think a few of the players will be surprised at what we've got to announce, and it will be a big surprise. And there's some big things coming to DC.
I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait.
You will. You'll be surprised, mate. You'll be over the moon.
First training session back's easing, is it, Quinny?
You've got to do the fucking beep test, hasn't he? First training session. Right, you fat cunt. Now he's on run for it.
If you go on the pitch at Chelsea Street, what's to your left?
Them trees and the river.
Right, bring your trunks.
You see, my trunks are like a parachute.
Funny enough, I'm sure I'm injured for that first training session as well. Just seeing there.
Do you know what? I'm kind of looking forward to it because I've actually been doing riding on my exercise bike, so I feel like I'm getting a lot fitter. Where before, sometimes when it was coming in and out of lockdowns and things like that, let's be honest, you don't do as much as you should. And sometimes I was like, I don't know what, not scared because I'm a grown adult, but we're nervous in case you just couldn't do it. And I feel like now because I'm doing a lot of I'm losing weight. I'm not telling you how much I've lost, but I'm looking for that running back number 4, Coach Quinn.
Oh, is that what it is?
But I've also been doing a lot of exercise on the bikes, going for walks and things like that. And I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm not fearing it, let's say. I'm not oh God, that's training. I hope it's not going to be hard. No, I'm looking forward to saying, I think I can do this now. I think the 3 hours and I'll be on top of it. And I'm actually looking really forward to getting back and seeing all you ugly bastards.
Yeah, never mind ugly bastards. There's a few of them in the club, not myself. But there's a few of them in the club.
Well, there's 2 on here, and there's 3 of us.
Just remember who takes the coaching.
I was talking about you being a good little one. I always put a Coach Quinn up.
You got there, didn't you?
Yeah, because he's also offensive line coach as well. So
only
of
get
course. For the first 30 minutes, I've got to go and do squats for an hour.
It's decent. I look forward, like I said, I can't physically wait to get back to just the training. Because I've not had any coaching sessions or training sessions with the guys. Although I've been registered signed on for 18 months now. Because like I said, for that first half year, I was waiting for football season to finish. Yeah. And then to join afterwards, and then I did. And obviously, COVID kept us out of the place, so we couldn't actually get them any. I think I've had maybe 4 or 5, but the few that I've been there, I just want to learn so much. I want to learn what I need to be doing and actually into that.
Well, obviously, we've got a new coaching for your position, Martin.
Is that the geezer that was there the last one?
The last coach that come in, yeah.
Yeah.
What was he called?
Lenahan. Is it Lenahan?
Craig Lenahan.
Yeah. Like,
I thought
very
it was
strict.
Richie.
Very strict.
I know.
No, not Richie. Not Richie. No,
I thought it was
fucking hell.
Richie when I came back. I was like, Richie back, is it? Because I saw Bill Applegarth with him, so I immediately assumed that had returned.
Never ever again.
there was a few there was a bit chit chat about him, like with him being proper strict on that training session with Ian.
But he knows his sport. He knows his footy.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He knows his footy. So
you can tell he does. I think that's why.
Well, that's good.
That's in it. That's why he's being as strict and as hard.
He's not there on the Sunday to be liked. He's there to teach and coach.
That's what you want to
and get the best out of the players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I first joined, I think I joined back in, what was it, like May, June time in 2019. So like 2 years coming up. And literally when I joined, there was you, Little Richie, and Dave Middlemiss, and that was it. That was all the coaches we had. Now we've got like position coaches, we've got coordinators. Like literally in the turnaround in this 2 years is
unbelievable.
Been, like the first time I ever met you was at the Super Bowl 2 years ago. So like 2 years ago next week.
Yeah.
And Coach Quinn tried to get us involved then, but I was having none of it at that point.
Oh, you weren't. No, you weren't. Exactly.
He absolutely lied to us as well. Oh, the offensive line, all you do is that, and that's it over with. Is it shite?
Well, you've got to imagine you were probably pissed at the time as well. So.
Oh, no, I can remember that because I remember after the first session, I don't know, I was like, you're a lying bastard. As we were walking back to the cons. After I'd been up that hill about 7 times.
Oh, was that the Hermitage?
Hermitage, yeah.
Oh, it's a killer, that one, isn't it?
I'm glad we're not there anymore.
Yeah. I think we better take Marty up there one Sunday.
I don't think we need to get anywhere near that by the sounds of it. I think we're right.
I remember after about 6 times up with Dave Gibson had to push us a little bit, like, dead, like.
Oh, it's a killer, isn't it?
Big hill, like, is it?
It's like that.
It's about 20. It's about 20-25 meters, and it's like that, mate. You literally sometimes got your hands in the ground getting up.
Digging up, climbing up that. Oh my god!
Well,
what we used to do is
like that, and then it goes across, and it gets less as it goes along to like it flattens out. So we were obviously at the furthest end when it was like that.
First man used to get up, would sit out. Second man get up, would sit out. You know, like first man got up, he would sit out. Everybody else go at the bottom. Start again. So the next man who won would sit out.
Yeah.
Oh, nightmare, wasn't it?
Especially the bigger guys at the back of it.
It was because it was offense one side, defense the other side, so we got the wide receivers who were whippets running.
I used to stag everybody. So
that was offensive line versus defensive line, but still, even on the offensive line, I've got like Nathan Johnson, who's like actually could play a different position.
I could like Nathan. I
think I was third out of 6 of us, which was all right. Dave Gibson did a little push.
No wrong with that. So what's everybody doing for Super Bowl then?
I think I might be on a Zoom with Phil Applegarth and a couple of lads that will go to the NFL with.
All right. Adam mentioned that, like, but then he did see if anybody's feed is a bit different. Somebody could be shouting in the background, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
Well, you can always, but like, I'm not really asked about watching the Super Bowl now because of Sunday. But
yeah,
do you know what, Coach Quinn? I said to my cousin, we're both Packers fans. I went, do you know, if we got beat and we got beat fairly, I would like we have against San Francisco, and then when we got destroyed against the Falcons, I put my hands up and say we were the second best team. But when they don't call a call all game and then call it on the last play, and we were going to get the ball back, and you think yourself, and then you start thinking, Tom Brady, Tampa Bay, do they want this to happen? Is this what they're looking for? It kind of kicks you in the teeth a bit. And I've been in championship games where we've been beaten, and we've been beaten fairly and squarely, and I've seen I think I've seen the Packers lose more championship games than we've won, but this one hurt more because Devontae Adams on the goal line twice getting held. We could have had a touchdown, would have been in the lead, but and that's the killer for me, and that's why it's hitting us a little bit harder. And I hate Tom Brady.
You do. Been in my division for that many years, I hate him already.
I think the thing that's getting me more about Tom Brady is like when you watch these programs and they're saying like Tom Brady got the Bucs to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady didn't get the Bucs to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady was shocking on Sunday. He got picked off 3 times, should have been 4.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is the Bucs have gotten to the Super Bowl in spite of him, I think, this year, because it was the defense that won them the other 2 games before they got, and they won the game for us against us.
But you think next year the Bucs, they won't be the Bucs as this year because they spent that much money on players in past the prime. Should you say? And Sue, John Pierre Paul, just on defense, Gronkowski, Brady, Antonio Brown. How much is all that costing them?
Leonard Fournette,
cracking season. Back in the season, he's had mine. But how much have they spent?
That's it. Like, I was watching one thing. Who was it I was watching? I think it might have been Pat McAfee or somebody. And they said that difference between for Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady is Aaron Rodgers has had no help from the GM, where Tom Brady said, I want an extra wide receiver, I want a run back. And they've just gone and got them. Got Leonard Fournette, got AB, and got Gronk in and brought them in. Where the Packers, Aaron, you can do it without these. We need to strengthen of areas, and you don't get what you want. So if you look at it, our team was the exact same team as what we had in the last championship game.
And how do you feel about my team? Bloody hell, I've never been to playoffs since about 25 years ago.
Never been that close in forever, is it? Been a while. Never been that close for a long time, was it? And then getting there.
You know what it is, right? Yeah. I don't really like the Dolphins. I never liked Dolphins. I've been to Wembley and saw them 3 times, I think, and I've never supported them 1 time. Right?
Right, thanks.
Since I met you, Coach Quinn, if you haven't noticed, I always have a little feel for them. I like the Dolphins. I like because of you. I think it's because of you that I've got like a little bit of a soft spot for them. I would say because I like people say, "Oh, got an NFC team, AFC team." Them are SETI fans. Them are not real fans. You cannot have 2 teams. I'm the Packers. If the Packers are playing the Dolphins, the Packers, I want them to destroy them. However, if the Dolphins playing anyone else, I kind of like to see them do well. Yeah.
Well, when I first started watching American football, nobody knew who the Packers were. It was always the big. I'm not saying big teams, but it was the Miami Dolphins, the 49ers, just certain big teams.
The glamour teams
in this country, and that was it. Washington Redskins, the Washington football team.
It's the glamour teams, isn't it? Like you get attached to a name, like the Cowboys, the Dolphins, the Redskins, like the Raiders. Raiders were big.
Yeah, there were. There was only so many teams in this country that people supported back in the day. And obviously, I fell in love with the sport, like you say, 84, 85. Dan Marino was the best player going, I thought.
Isn't that the geezer from Ace Ventura? The Dan Marino, the kicker.
Not mention that.
Dan Marino was the guy tied up.
That was a bird. That was the kicker, wasn't it? The bird that kicked the ball.
Van Horn, isn't it? Van Horn is Winkle or whatever it's called.
I always remember that because my brother loves Ace Ventura. He does.
Aye.
Loves it. And I always remember watching that film so many times growing up as a kid. I remember Dan Marino in that film as well.
He was,
But Coach Quinn, I know exactly what you're talking about on this because when I started watching like 93, 94, it used to be on Channel 4 after Gazzetta Football Italia or before it.
Yes.
So you used to wake one morning, have your Frosties, watch Gazzetta Football Italia, and then the NFL was on like about 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock it was. And like watch Brett Favre Brett Favre, the old gunslinger back in the
Ah,
day,
the
93,
gunslinger, aye.
94, like just throwing the ball like, and then they got him on the sideline, burping, put in the old holster and that. And you're like, what a character this guy is.
Aye,
And that's why I started following the Packers, because of Brett Favre.
Yep.
So you do kind of attach to a person.
When you look at you might find a player like or a team like. I remember seeing some things back in the 80s, and I think, wow, proper interviews back in them days. Excuse me.
Not like this one.
Excuse me. When I first started watching it on Channel 4, it was a presenter called Mick Luckhurst. He was a British kicker for the Atlanta Falcons.
All right.
From St Albans, down south. And it was Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Two Tribes was the song. How they played the music. Brilliant. That's why I still like it to this day. Just memories, it brings back the football memories, and brilliant. Channel 4 used to be on Channel 4 at 6 o'clock at night, but it was always a week late.
Yeah.
Because it was an live feed, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's the same. Like, it was on a Saturday morning from the games on Sunday and Monday, so you're getting
yeah.
highlights of like a week before.
Like
yeah.
But I always remember listening on me radio in bed on a Sunday night. I used to pick the American Armed Forces channel up on the radio, and I would listen to it live on the radio when I was a band.
Class that, innit? Class that, man. There's something that stuck from then as well, or just listening from.
It's like a nostalgia thing, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
That word got thrown in the podcast and all done on IGTV. Somebody flung the word up with nostalgia then, but it's the same, innit? Like, you reminisce from when you were a kid, or something that's picked up something at a young age. Like, I know Hobbs always laughs at me and tries to piss at me because I'm a Niners fan, and he says I looked into it from last season, but it's not. But the way that come about is because
you looked into it.
my dad's not a massive American football fan.
Doesn't matter what team you support.
He does it like he's liked it from obviously being younger as well, and we've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go to San Francisco. Like my wife always said, if her dream holiday is to go to somewhere like Mauritius or I don't know, like the Algarves or somewhere like that.
That's well over now. Where
that's hers, right? If I used to go tomorrow, like I'd want to go to San Francisco because I want to do that. Obviously, the Golden Gate Bridge. I want to go up and down the cable cars and stuff.
We've always said we're going to Florida with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "Aye, you go to the theme parks. I'll do Tampa.
That's it.
Jacksonville. I'll do Miami.
I'll do the that's it. Like we said the same thing. Like if we go anywhere, like to go like Disneyland, anywhere abroad, like in America, like I'll take the little detour to San Francisco. I'll go there if we go ever.
Little date.
I know it's not a little, but we'll go there. We'll just have a little. So we'll get there somehow. But going up like that, my dad's always been a 49ers fan. Like he's not a massive American football fan, but if I ever spoke to him about, like, he always said, "Oh, look, I'm a Niners fan." Like, I don't know if that's come from him being little, but I think that's how it's being picked up for myself as well. And the fact that like San Francisco is my holiday, that's my dream holiday. I don't care, but I'd like to go to Vegas. I like to go to New York. But Christina's got no intention of going to them, so I think I'd get to San Fran before I get to any of them. So
we obviously we due to go to Turkey in June for 3 weeks. That's not going to happen now again, is it? So I think we're going to cancel that, obviously with the pandemic, and hopefully we're going to go to New York at Christmas this year.
Well, I'd hold out, Coach Quinn, because I've heard that we might not be able to travel abroad until 2022.
Oh well, no, that was just what we just been discussing.
Well, like for like me. My cousin Dave, Alex, and Phil Applegarth, we penciled in November to go to Green Bay to watch a Packers game.
Yeah.
And then fly down to New Orleans for a week.
Yeah.
And then we're going to travel up to Alabama to watch a Crimson Tide game, and then go to North Florida for a few days. So it's like 2 weeks away. So we'll pencil that in. But after what they've said, we're kind of dubious, but we've still got penciled in. Not going to pay anything yet. Just going to see how it goes.
I've had my vaccination, like I said, so because I'm special.
No, no.
Well,
Bloody nah.
There's a few words to call you Coach Quinn, isn't there? But special is it up there?
Oh, I tell you what, people say, have you got any side effects? No, but I can do the moonwalk now and I couldn't dance before.
You know, that's just been like saying that there. I know it's a laughing crack joke, carry on, but what I think is mad is if you can be involved in some sort of like bad head injury and trauma and stuff, and then you can wake up and speak in a fluent language which you couldn't speak before. I think that is absolutely trippy as out that. Like it always gets my because we not know somebody, but like offenders happened to them, and they woke up. There's a normal person like us, and then they woke up and they're going to speak fluent Spanish. Like,
Shut up, man.
I swear to God, like it was a case of
Shut up.
Yeah, I read something
like it's
like
ridiculous.
That. Somebody just started speaking Chinese.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous because you get a knock in your head, and it influences obviously the nerve system and I don't know the neurologic in it. But
well, thank God you're not the brain
surgeon. I'll insert it there. I'll cut that bit there. That's fine. We didn't need that bit.
Yeah, it's been hitting the head, so we'll get the nerves round the shoulder area. You know?
We'll tap the first 7 years away from them, but they didn't need them. It's fine. But yeah, like somebody we know of a friend, like they've been involved in a big accident where they woke up after being in coma for like a few weeks and he speaks fluent Spanish. And I was like, that is ridiculous.
It's all right if you live in Benidorm.
Moving to Benidorm, then on you, that's it. But imagine that, like, that's just absolutely ridiculous. I think it's so trippy.
Yeah,
you'll enjoy New York at Christmas, Coach Quinn.
Oh, I'm dying. I don't want to go to New York because obviously I'm Miami, you know, but I've always fancied that in a way, if you know what I mean.
You could get lucky and have Miami, New York in there, like me and Alex did.
Yeah. I remember the video. I remember the phone call.
I was steaming me. I went my ends because it was all you could drink.
No,
this is in New York.
Was that
So we paid $50 each to go there, and it was like a tailgate thing, as much as you can eat, much as you can drink. So we went to the bar. We're in the queue for the bar, and the guy in front of us went to JD and Coke. So the glass, let's say that's a glass. He put about that much JD in and that much Coke. Obviously, Alex was like, right, I'm getting a JD and Coke, and I'll just get a Miller Lite. Right, so I'm drinking a Miller Lite. He's got this. He's like, Jesus Christ, it's a bit rough. This like, so I took a drink. And went, it's all right. That's so I went and got Bacardi. Like spice rum and Coke, and I had a few of them, and obviously you were drinking pure spice rum basically with a dash of Coke. And then just went and met this guy called Jerry, because to be honest with you, when you're at the American football, the tailgate and there, like people just come up and speak to you and things like that. When they hear your accent and that, like, oh, what you doing here? Like because we had our DC Presidents jerseys on as well, and they were like, oh, who's this team? And we're telling them, like, oh, you played in the UK. And we're like, oh, what positions do you play? I went, well, obviously, I'm a wide receiver. But, like, you got a few laughs and, like, you got to know people. And, like, I remember I had about that much spice rum and Coke left. And we met this guy called Jerry. And Jerry's like, oh, do you want a top up? So I thought he's going to put some Bacardi in and some Coke, and they just filled the rest of it with Bacardi. So it was like you had like a little glimmer of Coke. So I'm trying to stir it in, doing thing right. I'd done about 3/4 of it, and I went, Alex, I can't drink anymore. This is like just drinking pure rum. So I got rid of it, and we had another couple of wins in the stadium, and then we ran the team, and Quinny and Paul Gould came on. And obviously,
when I put it straight there, like, I'm not having any of this when they're steaming. It's like I'm not having that. Like, no.
Al got on, and Al wasn't too bad, and he was talking to Quinny and Quinny guns, where's Hops? And then they turned it round to me, and he's like, Jesus Christ, he's gone his ends, hasn't he?
You're pretty gone then.
Yeah, I can still remember the Jets scored a winning field goal. Got the video.
All right, shut up. Forget about
it. But yeah, like, do you know what it is? Even if it's like your team's not playing, just get over there and just watch a game. It's absolutely fantastic. Any game. It's fantastic watching a game in America, because the tailgate, like, they pull up in like RVs and that and just get barbecues and shit.
Class, man, innit?
And then you walk past like, oh, do you want a burger? Do you want a drink? Once they hear your accent and you're in there, you're like, Jerry was piling me and Alex with loads of booze. But you love it go to a game, or get yourself to a hockey game or basketball game at the
Oh,
garden.
I'd love to get an ice hockey game, like.
You say the hockey's something different, big dog.
Well, mate, we went there and we didn't know what we were going to do on the Friday night. And New York Rangers was at home and it was like $100 a ticket, but it was like in a bar. Like they've got a bridge, like a thing that just goes round the top, and it's just like you sit on a bar stool looking down at the rink, and like the bar's just behind you. So and it was like $100, but this was the cheapest ticket. And we got there, and I went to the guy next to him and went, "Hell, $100 for this. You got the best seat in the house, mate. You got a table in front of you. You got your ass on a stool. You're watching the hockey from a great view, and you got the bar just behind you. You didn't have to wait for intermissions and that. Because in hockey, if you go for a beer or a piss, if you come out and the play's still going, you're not allowed to re-enter the arena. You've got to wait at the access. It's like you don't have to do any of that. It was probably the best seats I've ever been in. And
oh, well.
literally, ice hockey was absolutely phenomenal. I'm a New York Rangers fan now.
Get your weekly blast from them, don't you? Twice a week on the emails.
I also get emails from the New York Jets every week as well. They're trying to cling on to as many fans as they can get.
Aye.
Oh, fantastic, man. It's class. But yeah, like I said, it's been a crazy 12-month.
Oh, definitely.
Like I said, the next 6 months, because I don't think it's going to be over anytime soon. I know it's
not until everyone's got the vaccine.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, once everyone gets it, we get out of this and move on. I know.
Get the vaccines, but keep us shut down for a bit. Keep the country shut down for a couple of months after everyone's got the vaccine. Let it roll out, and then, but still, once everyone's got the vaccine, keep the country closed, but let us get back to a bit of normality, what it was.
Yeah. But all them people on the Facebook warriors, I don't want that vaccine. I don't want this.
Well, that's their problem.
Lips out here and tits out here. You know what I mean?
I'm not putting anything dodgy in my body. Fucking hell. Have you seen how much collagen's in your gob?
Crazy, mate. Crazy, lads.
Right, we'll have to wrap this interview up quite soon, Coach Quinn. Right, so where can you find DC Presidents on the internet?
You can find DC President on Facebook. If you if you go on Facebook, it's DC Presidents. Look up DC President Media page. You will find them on there. You will find them on Instagram. You will find them on Instagram. What else we got? Twitter. Thanks, lads.
Because somebody knows.
Are we doing the interview?
Yeah. Facebook's the easiest. We've got a media page on. If anybody wants to contact the club, there will always somebody be there to answer you.
Yeah. I think Facebook for a lot of people is probably the easiest one as well.
Yeah.
I think 9 out of 10 people are on Facebook. So
now, see these two lads here. No, we are a friendly club. We take waifs and strays, don't we, Hopper?
Yeah, we took Marty.
Good response. I think we take any shapes and sizes.
Well, put it this way, if you're ever nervous about coming to it, or you think that you're unfit, or you don't know if you'll mix in, to be honest with you, right, the first time I went, 2 people that made me feel the most welcome is probably 2 of our fittest people at the time, Joe Marks and Dave Gibson.
Yeah.
And they let you do it at your pace, because they know that you can be in super athlete or you can be unhealthy and you just want to start doing this to try and get a bit of fitness and get a bit of camaraderie. And be honest with you, like I've been in teams and things before in the past, and I've never ever had a welcome like I got when I went to DC Presidents. From everyone, Coach Quinn, Coach Middlemiss, the boys, and Andrew Goodfellow. If I didn't mention his name, he'll start crying.
He will. Oh, God.
Everyone is so friendly, and everyone just gets on it. It's just like you literally have a laugh, couple of pints in the pub after the training. It's a really good time.
I can't wait for that.
It's unbelievable, that, man.
4-5 at the sticky wicket.
Yeah. We might have to cut the first training session like an hour short or something.
Yeah.
Right, lads, I did you one lap around the field. Let's get the pub, then let's go.
Exactly, yeah.
Jesus back in.
Yeah, but from my point of view, I joined the club and I was a bit nervous as you join new people and things like that. And you think, because I'm not the slimmest of people and I'm not the fittest I went at the time. And you think, what's going to be like? Am I going to get singled out? People going to take the piss and things like that? Because in this environment, this is what it is. It's a bully environment, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's
you're
not
right.
at the club. It's not like literally you're accepted whatever you are. Like I'm an unfit bastard. Marty's an ugly cunt. We're both accepted the same.
No, we are a very friendly club, as you guys know. We take waifs and strays, anybody, any shape and size. As long as you like the sport and you want to give it a try, come along. Simple as.
It's like I mentioned earlier on, I said Derek Henry and that geezer, the kicker, like two totally different body shapes, totally different beasts of athletes. That would be like, if it ever came about where they would go against, it would be like Hops going against Mikey. It wouldn't happen. You should never see them in the same sport. But
when us were playing one-on-one, I actually beat Mikey when he was the quarterback.
I nearly said so. Well, not
me versus Jack. That's what it is. It's like me versus Jack.
No, I was going to pick on Paul Mikey there, but I'm not.
Nah, Mikey's a good lad. Good kid.
He's a lovely lad. He's lovely. And again, another lad, low self-esteem, joined the club, and he loved. And you know yourself, lads, on the Facebook players page, the band, he loves it.
He's the heart and soul of the team, and he is. He really is. Like he's a good lad. Like I don't speak to him much in training because he's not on my side. He's not where I am. But they say in the like camaraderie we have in the groups and stuff, he's always there for like anybody that
he is.
He's always in and about it. But
as I say, we do this together.
Yes, we do.
DC
Sunday family, we do this together. Simple as, lads. It's about people who love the sport, want to enjoy the sport. Yes, it's hard and physical, but we enjoy it.
Definitely.
And if we can go out there, have a good time, that's all it's about, having a good time and enjoying something you love.
That's it.
We could lose every game we play. Fair enough. But as long as the lads have a good time, have a few beers afterwards, crack on. That's all it's about.
Even if people never played the sport or never watched it and want to get involved with it, the best thing about American football is that it takes everyone, every shape and size. Because if you haven't got the linemen who are bigger lads protecting the quarterback, then the quarterback can't throw the ball to the wide receiver who catches it. And it's the same on the defensive side. If you haven't got the big lads trying to get to the quarterback to stop him throwing the ball, it won't happen. So it doesn't matter what shape of size you are. Everybody is an integral part of the team. You might never get a touchdown. You might never catch a ball in the game, but your contribution is absolutely
You're still in the pitch, part of the team, aren't you?
Yes. I'm definitely picking one of them fours off from the quarterback, though, in game time.
Yeah,
got the last one.
We'll see.
Well, when you come on, I was like, "It's touch football. He's not stopping here. He's got to."
Well, I was taking Phil Healy's touch football rules.
You think you're just sitting there about big linemen and all. I'm only 14 stone. I'm less now, but I played centre, tackle, guard. And I'm only 14 stone. So it doesn't matter how big, small. If you think you can fill any position, you can go for any position you want. So.
Running back 4.
44.
I'm not here to get the ball, Quinn. I'm just here to block the person through the hole, me. Full back. I'm looking for full back.
I've heard you like the hole.
Women's.
Hey, chaps.
Don't want to turn this conversation down that street, do we, though?
Anyway, we best wrap this up. This has been a 15-minute interview. It's actually 20 minutes over what we normally would be doing, 30 minutes usually. But hey, it's a special edition, isn't it?
It's our first guest, isn't it? So we might as well extend the rule a little bit, make them just a little bit there.
But no, Coach Quinn, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. What we'll do is on the bottom of the IGTV video, and if we can get on Facebook, what we'll do is we'll actually put all of the places like the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter account We'll put all the links on our Facebook page, Twitter page, and Instagram page.
Yeah.
Underneath this podcast. And if anyone in North East then does want to get involved, they can give us a look, because we've all got friends.
Yeah, of course we are.
We'll
Some
put
of
down
us
to
have.
share. We'll put down to. I know.
My two friends are here, aren't they? And one's my coach.
On Facebook, we'll always also put to share. So, like, if the team can then get it shared and things like that, and then
of course, spot on.
And one thing that Coach Quinn's always said about it, doesn't matter how far you're down the depth chart, you will get playing time if you turn up for training.
Oh, it's froze.
Just got to show that commitment, having a commitment to the club, commitment to the cause, and
you will get game time. So, and hopefully this year will be year of the DC.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, Marty.
Definitely.
I'm a bit more optimistic.
Well, I'm a very normally optimistic person, but the way the last 12 months going, it's hard to remain optimistic and think, yeah, we're going to get out of come March, because I don't see it happening. But he said, remain optimistic as it is.
I'd love it to come out in March, but I can't see it.
Yeah.
But
that's it. But fingers crossed, like we said.
Think footy. Think
positive.
Fingers crossed.
That's it.
So we're fingers. Let's get footy back March. Let's get the Chelsea Street.
Bring it back.
Let's get the pads on.
Let's get the fucking pub is what it is as well. We'll get the pub. Let's get to the pub.
Yes. Even get to the pub.
I'm just going to give Coach Middlemiss and Coach Lamp the session. I'm going to the fucking pub. Fuck you. Anybody injured can join us.
I'm probably happy that one with me, you know, that lap around the pitch. I've got a happy street in there. I kind of do now. Try this thing.
I'm very happy because Coach Quinn is my position coach, so I've got to go where he goes.
Got to follow your coach.
Right. First 5 pints are on you, then Hobbs.
I'm sure I could divvy that to somebody else. But it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you, Coach Quinn.
No problem. Really enjoyed it.
Again, we'll get them all on our pages to share. So if anyone's ever interested, just drop me or Marty a message. We'll get you in touch with Coach Quinn. I know we're in lockdown at the moment, but hey, even in lockdown, you can put your name down for the first session back and meet and greet and things like that. But thank you for coming on, Coach Quinn. It's been an absolute pleasure. I had a good laugh.
Pleasure's mine.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate
it.
Just to finish the video, as obviously Steve said, it's been great having you on the video on here with us, Coach Quinn. Obviously discussing what it's been like life in the pandemic of a football co-owner, or however it wants to be now.
Owner.
I've got to get that right again.
I was an owner till one PLC, so
okay. Right. To be part founder of the PLC Football Club, we'll put it that way. I suppose that's the best way for it. Again, everyone that's watched the video with me and Steve before Coach Quinn got on, thank you. If you're going to watch it in your own leisure now, great, thank you. Make sure you do.
Are you stopping on after this, man, Marty? You divvy?
Are we off as well?
Still got 20 minutes left. You daft cunt.
Do we have to stay? Okay,
we've got to get over 2 hours in.
Okay, Coach Quinn. See you later. Thanks for joining.
Right. Thank you.
You see what I'm working with here?
Thanks for having you.
And shocking part-timers.
Take care.
Right, take care, you two. Cheers, boys. Thank you very much.
Coach Quinn. Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
Right, that was Coach Quinn.
He's
not funny.
I'm still here.
It should say leave.
What we're saying about people in technology,
Right. I'm shite this, man. Right, I'm going to leave now. Bye, boys. Bye. See you later, chaps.
Bye.
We'll see Mark's
he's gone.
But yeah,
Coach Quinn, I like Mark. He's a top bloke. He's a salt of the earth kind of person, as we North Eastern would say.
That's it. Yeah, really nice fella. He'll always make you feel welcome at any session you turn up.
Well, he made us two fucking vagabonds welcome.
I did definitely. Just checking up some Instagram posts as well. See what's been going on. Northern Monk, I'll give them a swerve.
after that,
you know, there's been so many like other ones as well, which people keep telling us in about them as well, and different drinks them. But I just find it very hard.
Once
to go
burned
back
in
from
it, like.
That's it. Fool me once and all that.
Aye.
No, I've got any more beer, Steve. Well, none with us. But yeah.
My away day tomorrow, that's why I want to do is really on Saturday night. But my away day in the morning, I've had four IPAs. That kind of be good for us.
Oh, no, definitely, I'll tell you that. But no, it was nice talking to Quinn, like, nice stuff. I was saying for the first time, since what, November time? Must be November, if not before.
Yeah, because we haven't really done any Zoom calls either.
Oh,
because
no,
there's nothing we can really learn.
No classroom-based work, so been the first time.
Have you voted in the group chat what Paul Gould put it, not the group chat on the page?
I think so, yeah.
About a Zoom call?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I put in for next weekend.
I think I clicked both of them, and I think I said...
He said one.
Oh,
He said... Choose one and Phil Applegoff chose all three. I was like, fucking hell.
I think I clicked the top. I didn't load it on my phone. I just seen it, so I never clicked more. So I just clicked the top two. I think I clicked them, but I'm free for either media. I've got no specifics. It'll be later on in the afternoon, I think. So yeah, I'm good for any.
Couple of beers, isn't it, with the boys?
That's it. See some faces, isn't it?
It is. I
talked about.
Missed our souls, didn't you?
That's it. You missed the fucking, well, not as much tackling there because they can't do, but just like you said, just the crack, isn't it? Just the banter that you miss.
Well, you're not meant to, but Phil Ely still does it.
Phil Ely still tacks it, doesn't he? Or gives it even.
Dog with a bone him, innit?
Oh, he's kind of help himself, kind of.
Ely the Eagle.
Oh, he loves it, man. Well, when we were doing that, he said when that all came about, obviously it was my inner, so he was like my safety to me, so it was all right. So
Everybody's smoking a cigar out and man smoke.
Doris on the mic.
I'm thinking shit, mate. Like your family, you're fucking coming. They say you're busy doing something, and they're like, "Oh, fuck
you better
off."
get to go, and like this, just like I can smell smoke. Well, no. Well, funny enough.
Like you smoke a cigar, well, it's either me or you're fucking burning something in the oven again.
Closest cooking of this.
It was my cooking tonight.
Oh. I've got some post to put up. I've got some pizza early on.
Same. I've got a steak with a creamy mushroom sauce, jacket potato and veg to put on.
Nice.
Let's see, we'll get some more. Probably yours because it's takeaway.
Yeah, that's it.
People clamour for the takeaway pictures, don't they?
Just the average show, isn't it? That's all it's about. People.
Do you know what? It's going to be 2 weeks since I've had a takeaway on Saturday.
It was a week since I had one.
I thought you get one every Friday.
I probably normally get at least 3 a week.
That's a surprise for you.
Oh, done well.
This week I've only had 2 solid meals. 3 solid meals. I had one on Wednesday, one on Monday, and one today. I'm fajitas tomorrow. It's my cheat day. Cheat day. I'm still having fajitas though, so it's not really a cheat, is it?
I had my fajitas, all I like fajitas. I like said before. I was like so picky with food that I'd never like any onions, any peppers, still don't like mushrooms, but I'm just putting that in there. I don't like none of that shit. But with having started eating like stir fries and stuff like that now, I don't mind like the onions and the peppers in them now, because like they used to be like proper finely diced, but now like they're just slung in there in the wok, fry them off there, and I don't mind them. No, come on a bit of extra.
That's good news because the pulled pork sandwiches on Thursday and I've put an onion and pepper in them.
That's fine. I can eat them now. Otherwise, I'll just be pulling them off.
You know what? I was absolutely devastated when our kid said he didn't like pretzels.
I know that. That kid would have been. Bang.
What an arsehole.
Well, I messaged him not too long ago. Did you see when I said, "Are you coming on FIFA?" And these are replies from Daz.
I've got it 6.
You want I6? I messaged him once. 6 replies from Daz. You want tonight, Daz? No, mate. Watching The Wire. Might get on tomorrow. Shattered, to be honest. I'll come on actually for an hour. That's mad. Like, Jesus Christ. He's normally clamoring for it and all, and he does.
Literally, no. Watching The Wire. Might get on tomorrow. Shattered, yes.
Right. So his first message, let's see if we can see.
He said no, mate.
No, mate. At 2047. Then by that time, by 2050, we had 6 messages saying, "I'm actually coming on."
So 4 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. He's mad at people.
Them clocks were ticking. I'm like, I'm getting on here. Sophia, you're getting dumped tonight.
It's when the boss went, oh, we'll watch this last one. I'm going upstairs to do
Oh,
something.
yes,
Lads, I'll be on an hour.
Come on, that's it. And then she'd be down after one game. I've just turned it on. I'm coming off.
What, she'll come down. I've done me
big
big jigsaw.
I was trying to defend the jigsaw and all.
I know, I read jigsaws. Are they shite?
If you're 12. 12 in that age range.
It's a Harry Potter one. That's even worse.
It is what it really is. Like, I don't mind. Well, I don't have the patience for Lego, but I don't mind Lego. But Amelia is like ridiculous at building Lego. She loves it. She's got the patience.
I loved Lego when I was younger.
Amelia loves it now. Like, she has the patience for it. I don't have the patience to put all the bits together for it. Like, I just don't have the patience. Where Christina's nephew Jake got about 20 different Lego sets for Christmas and stuff, like, and he can't build them because he's like 7, just can't build them. So Bex, like Christina's sister, bought them all up, and Amelia, like last week, built them all, and then she picked them up on like Sunday or something like that. And like, yeah, you got your Lego, like in the space of a week, she built all these sets in. The man get working parts and everything, like firing bullets at you and stuff. I was like, that's mad, that. But then I was talking to Christina's mum and dad when they were out the front the other day, and dropping something off. Talk about like Lego and stuff, and again, like, but you get proper like adult Lego heads, like, and they've got there's a phrase for them, but I can't remember what it was. But they spend like £200-300 on get Lego sets and stuff, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, we can't really say anything because we both had key rings. I had Leonardo and you had Donatello Lego Turtles.
No, I had Michelangelo, get it right. Donatello would never get on my key rings.
Oh yeah, Michelangelo's still a shithouse. Leonardo was the leader.
Holy fuck.
Of course he was.
No,
Raphael was too angry.
No, Raph was the leader.
Raph was not the leader. Right.
Raph was the leader.
We'll put a poll on who was the leader, Leonardo or Raphael of the Turtles.
Well, we'll put all 4 of them on so we get an even spread.
No, because you only get the poll of 2 people you can put on you.
We'll do the question. We'll see
who was the leader of the turtle. If Donatello comes out number 1, he was the gear one, wasn't he?
Did have the gear turtle?
All right, mate, he had a stick and he liked science. He's you a Mick.
He's the nerd of the one, wasn't he? He was the nerd.
He's you a Mick of the turtles.
I can't believe after all the chat that gets ever put in our group chat that Tiz never realised that my brother was a fatty.
Hello.
Like, when he was like, I don't want to say the term what he put on there, but I was like, really? And we've had this conversation about it before when we talked about when race come up in our group. When that came up then, I was like, I wish I never mentioned something now because it was me that originally started off, but it was through the AC, the Juventus game, wasn't it? The Juventus about 4 weeks ago in the Champions League. When it all got kicked off.
Oh, Paris Saint-Germain.
PSG, yeah. When it all kicked off then. And I was like, geez, I wish I never started this conversation now. But, yeah, like, but that got...
Tiz was terrible. Tiz was awful on that chat.
It was bad that night. But, yeah.
Maybe it's just a lack of understanding or sometimes, isn't it?
That's what it is, like I said. But
it's not racism, he was asking valid questions, really.
Yeah.
But you were like, oh, well, mate.
You just don't ask the questions. There's a point in time where you can ask maybe 1 of them or 2 of them, but constantly on and on and on that.
I felt like Chiz was getting a bit
annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, snappy in replies on there. Like, first to start off, you could say like it was just half-hearted banter at first, but then it felt like the replies were a little bit more.
I think I put on there, I'm steering well clear of this conversation.
Yeah. I think at that point we all did, bar Chiz and Tiz.
Tiz was just like, literally, he was like a machine gun firing bullshit, wasn't he?
it was too educated for Brett to get in there, so Brett was like, nah, I'm having staying out of this here.
Brett put tranny videos in to try and lighten the mood.
He was like, no, getting back on this here.
I think someone did try to change the subject.
I think it was me. Yeah, I think it was me.
Swung straight back to the same one.
I put something in just to put lighten the mood, maybe a Forrest Gump. Or something like that.
Forrest Gump running away.
I think it's what it was. Forrest Gump lightens the mood of any conversation there, but
yeah. What was it? I don't want the other day. Talking about something, and I was chatting to one of my mates. She's the last, and she went, "Oh, I'm do you know what on Facebook where like what's going to happen in 2021?" And they come up saying pregnant. And I was like that, and she's single out, and I hope you don't think it's me. And I was hoping she'd come back and say, Well, it could be, and I was going to put the Forrest Gump running away.
Yeah.
But you went, oh, I don't know, it's got to be a ruined me joke. I was
No,
good.
probably didn't there, but there was like knee push like for.
I was like, just say it could be me, and she went, oh, it could be you now. Put the Forrest Gump running away. It felt like it was forced.
Stage, wasn't it? Yeah. But my brother, the back, he put one on early one, and he did it, and it said, Mick is going to be pregnant in 2021 as well. And I was like,
could be true with you, brother.
I was like, could be, yeah, could be.
I don't want to say I'm going to get married, and obviously
today,
my picture's still Joe Exotic with my face on it, which isn't the greatest of pictures, but it's quite funny, so that's why I keep it there.
Yeah, it's a decent photo, to be honest.
Literally, it suits us, really.
Yeah, it could be you. It really could be. Oh, I've just seen Nando's chicken. Oh,
I didn't like Nando's.
I'm not a massive fan of Nando's, but the chips and the coleslaw that's coming in it, that makes them think like I could eat that right now.
Like I felt a bit. My brother and these last bought us a Nando's sauce kit thing, sauces for Christmas. I was like, I didn't really like Nando's, and then I saw the face. I was like, I'll still give it a go though. Like even the hottest on Nando's isn't even hot.
Yes, it's enough to get your nose like.
Nah, it's Neem Madras or Vindaloo, man.
Of course it's not, but for Nando's, it's all right for
Came
Nando's.
out very hot and me now they were like, here we go.
Yeah, get in there.
Burn me arse off. Is this it?
So Nando's, if you ever hear this or see this, send us something that's extremely hot. We might
put 2 miles in the hot together, you might get it hotter.
What we should do one time is we should do like a hot challenge, like after or before a video, just to see what it is. I always think
the chicken wing challenge.
Nah, chicken wing challenge. But like the single crisp packets, like I think they would be decent just to have a go. But
nah, because I know somebody who can't do heat, and they had it and they said it weren't that bad.
Well, that's why we should try it.
Well, it's just gonna be like eating one crisp to us, isn't it? Oh, chili heat wave, is it? Doritos.
In this packet for 30 quid Doritos, are you joking?
Chicken wing challenge, mate. I'll mark them up for us.
Yeah, we should do it. We'll put another poll away later on, maybe tomorrow, seeing what you want to see us do, a chicken wing challenge or like something else. Mm-hmm. And we'll see what gets done and we'll do that.
But hey, that's with 2 hours. Would you believe it? Flew over, hasn't it?
Been a good stint, yes. Not too bad. I think I said it. Obviously, last week was our first one, so it was a bit hit and miss, a bit all over the place. It was, yeah. But today, obviously, we did the beer. We had Coach Quinn on, and then last.
Need to find out how to put that a bit of tune on the beginning of it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's down to you, the brains of the outfit.
Like I said, looking at the last one. Obviously, I've got the audio just set for the podcast, but it took us ages to crop like from 3 minutes to 3 minutes and 8 seconds where I introduced it to Insta. It took us ages to crop that bit off. I was like, oh, fucking hell, like what a challenge. So
Don't crop it because we'll just do like the intro on here and then we'll do the intro on the Instagram. But what I'm thinking is if we can get like a program that'll enable us to put like our picture on, with like a little bit of a countdown or something, and then Dex tune comes on, and then for like 30 seconds, and then boom, it's on to us, and then obviously we need to say thank you for the intro, welcome to, and like get straight on it. Might be something worthwhile. It might be able to crop it. I think there's a few programs out there that does that.
Yeah, well,
I'm assuming.
I'd imagine there is, but like I said, for the time being, it's all right for now. Just to start off, just to see how the water lies, dipping your toes in there. But yeah, I've enjoyed tonight. It's been really good. Like I said, getting Coach Quinn on there talking about obviously the American football and DC Prez. It was nice, just nice to see him. Also that training, but
that's it.
He's a nice bloke, and it is nice to see him again.
Good, nice couple of beers we had as well.
Yeah, again, shout out to
good
Tom.
guest. I think we might have on next week. It might be Saturday or Sunday, but Friday or Saturday. But we may have Aztec Printing owner Lee Redford on next week, but I can't guarantee. But however, I'll speak to him in the next couple of days, and for these, we'll put a thing on Facebook regarding it.
If it's not Aztec coming on, I think next week
we'll get another guest.
Yeah, we'll have to do Skinny Beers as well next week because they've been badgering us for their review. So I mean, it's only fair. But we'll get Skinny on the go next week.
We'll get Skinny Beer on the go, and we could have the guest Lee Redford from Aztec Printing on.
Yeah.
So Lee, it's kind of in place now, so you've got to come on, mate.
Yeah, that doesn't have a choice really. Who's getting in stone without confirming it? So
Mate, it's worldwide now.
he lets us know now he's the bad guy.
Exactly. But but that's it. 2 hours is up. Thank you for your time. If you watch at this point, good on yous. Crazy bastards. It could be one or the other.
Well, if you watch up this far, you might as well drop us a subscribe in one of these corners.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah.
Share it on your Facebook and things like that. We'll share it on our Facebooks. That's something we haven't done.
That's it.
Like share the video.
Yeah, we'll put it on there as well. We'll put the video on for you to see. Obviously, it'll go on YouTube from probably tomorrow. So I'm not doing it tonight. I can't be arsed. I'll go on tomorrow.
No, well, I put the thing on. I put on the Instagram because I can always edit it.
Yeah.
And I put on rest to come because I didn't want to because we had Coach Quinn on early, so I didn't want to leave you two speaking to me like in the background. So I'll get that update and everything and get the scores on now. I've got all of them on my computer here. But it's been another great one. I would do it next Friday or Saturday.
Either or, if you want to get your weekend done first of all.
I'm free. I'm off all week. It's up to you, to be honest.
I'm off all weekend next week. I mean,
what time do you finish Friday? We'll discuss it privately anyway. Yeah. And we'll get it up there. But I'm free. But I'd rather it be the Friday because obviously we might have the thing with the DC boys on the Saturday.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Well, I'm in 8 till 8, but I put some ollies and stuff in. So
8 till 8?
No, I'm in till 8 next Friday, but I'll put some ollies in. So that's
you probably just get a couple of hours in.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, we'll look at doing it again next Friday there. But again, lads, anybody that wants this lads or lasses even.
We could do multiple interviews as well. If more than one person wants to come on a week, we could still do that. Might have to go over the 2 hours that we normally do, but we'll be happy to do it if you're happy to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
I've just carried on drinking other drinks.
I did have to stop a couple more as well afterwards, but I've got no more, so I'm good. So I'll get one on to finish. But
anyway, thank you for listening to this up now, and thank you for your followed support.
Appreciate it, really do. Again, drop us a like, drop us a follow, drop subscribe, turn on notifications, and we'll let you know when it goes live on the podcast as well.
Always well. Thank you for your time there. This has been from Steve out.
Be Morty. Take care. Stay safe.
You have a lovely evening and a great weekend. Stay safe.
Bye, guys.